Welcome to the Deep Dive, brought to you by Global Heroes.
Great to be here.
Today we're diving into a really powerful report from Cystic Fibrosis Canada.
Yeah, it's quite the story.
Absolutely. Our mission really is to explore how this movement, started by these determined parents, just completely changed the outlook for a devastating disease.
It really did. From what was essentially a childhood death sentence
Right.
to a future where, well, many people are living much, much longer lives well into adulthood.
We'll get into the research, the treatments like Trikafta, and the advocacy that made it happen, but also touch on the reality that the journey isn't over.
Exactly. And what strikes me reading the report is just how stark that initial situation was 65 years ago. Cystic fibrosis was overwhelmingly fatal in early childhood.
It's hard to even imagine.
When Doug and Donna Summerhays first rallied parents, kids living past age 5 was rare. That context, it just highlights the scale of the progress.
And that initial determination, it really became the foundation, didn't it, for this unique patient-driven approach to research and advocacy. From those, incredibly bleak beginnings, what a turnaround.
A huge one.
Today, thanks to that focused effort, many Canadians with CF live into their 40s, 50s, even beyond. The report mentions the median survival age for kids born today is projected at 62.
62. It's just astonishing. Shows what medical science, when it's driven like that, can achieve in, relatively speaking, a few decades.
So how did that shift happen? It wasn't just luck.
No, definitely not. The report details how since 1970, Cystic Fibrosis Canada strategically invested almost $290 million in research and care.
Wow, that's significant.
It is. And that investment led directly to discovering the CFTR gene, the actual genetic root of the disease.
Which was the key, right?
Absolutely key. That discovery paved the way for targeted treatments like Trikafta we mentioned earlier.
And Trikafta is different, isn't it? It's not just managing symptoms.
Right. For many who are eligible, it's a CFTR modulator. It's designed to actually help correct the underlying problem with the protein, which can fundamentally improve lung function, daily life. It's transformative for many.
But their impact wasn't only about drug discovery, was it? The funding supported other breakthroughs, too.
Yeah, it's a great point, like those revolutionary diets.
Yeah. Those weren't just minor tweaks. They represented a whole new understanding of CF's digestive issues. Aggressively high-fat, high-calorie diets with enzymes that change things globally.
Totally. And then there's the ex vivo lung perfusion system.
Oh, right. That's incredible technology.
It really is. This device lets them take donor lungs that maybe wouldn't have been usable before and sort of recondition and reassess them. It dramatically expands the pool for life-saving transplants.
Yeah.
Huge impact.
So drug discovery, diet, transplant tech, what else?
Well, building on that, donor money helped establish specialized CF clinics right across Canada.
Yeah.
So better access to expert care, hopefully closer to home.
Okay, that makes sense. Consistent care.
Yeah. And their clinical trial network ensures Canadians with CF often get early access to promising new treatments. Plus, the Canadian Cystic Fibrosis Registry.
Ah, yes, the registry.
It's one of the world's longest-running databases for CF.
Yeah.
Invaluable for tracking trends, understanding the disease over time.
It paints this picture of really comprehensive action, basic science, clinical trials, direct patient care, data. And we shouldn't forget the advocacy piece either, pushing for newborn screening.
Yes. Following Alberta's lead back in 2006, they pushed to make that standard practice nationwide. Early diagnosis is critical.
And crucially, advocating for access to treatments like Trikafta, making sure people who could benefit actually get the drug. That's a huge fight.
A massive ongoing effort. And they've had incredible success getting access for, well, nearly everyone who can benefit, turning hope into reality for so many families.
So there's so much progress to celebrate, and the report definitely does that.
It does, but, and this is the tough part it also highlights, despite everything, CF is still a life-limiting disease.
Yeah.
The future unwritten part. Many babies born with CF today won't be lucky enough to see their own 65th birthday.
That's a really sobering reminder, isn't it, that the story isn't finished.
Not at all.
Even with drugs like Trikafta, lots of people are still very ill. Lung damage might be too severe. Infections still lead to hospital stays.
Families are still going through the absolute heartbreak of losing loved ones way too young.
So what's the focus now? What's the ongoing commitment look like?
Well, researchers are still pushing hard. They're exploring, entirely new approaches like gene therapies, developing treatments for people who don't respond to current modulators.
Right, because Trikafta doesn't work for everyone.
Exactly. And the advocacy continues, too, for more affordable access, better holistic care, supporting people and families as they navigate the disease, especially as more people are now aging with CF, which brings its own challenges.
So wrapping this up, what does this story mean for you, our listeners?
Well, we've seen just how much progress is possible through collective action, scientific dedication, real perseverance.
But it's also crucial to remember the fight isn't over for so many.
Definitely.
And this story, this incredible commitment over decades against, frankly, overwhelming odds, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other seemingly insurmountable health challenges out there could benefit from a similar kind of dedicated, long-term, community-driven approach?
That's a powerful question to leave people with.
Something to think about. Thank you for listening to this deep dive on Global Heroes.
Thanks, everyone.
If you found this discussion insightful, please do follow Global Heroes on social media. You can continue exploring stories of impact and transformation there.